All right, guys, good morning. Welcome once again to your unique devotion. There's the unique devotion hat. All right. So today we're back at the beginning of Second Thessalonians. This is just the greeting. There's always a greeting, so it must be important. So let me just read it. It's only verses 1 and 2 in chapter 1. So let me read that, and then I've got a question for you. Who'd have thought? I always have a question. Verse 1, starting in verse 1. Paul, Silvanus, and Timothy, to the church of the Thessalonians, in God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ, grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. So yes, Paul is writing to the Thessalonians in that time, 2,000-ish years ago. But let's put it in perspective for you. Act as though he is writing to you. You are a Thessalonian at this moment. He's saying grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, in the past, I've talked about greeting others. And if that's something you need to continue to work on, maybe work on that. But the question that sort of arrives there is, do you feel peace? And he's saying grace to you and peace, but do you feel it? You know, life is messy, life is complicated. Do you feel peace? Maybe right now, maybe you're calm, cool, and collected right now. Maybe life outside of this devotional moment's a little chaotic, but do you feel peace? So here's a two-parter. I would encourage you, as I'm going to do today, is to work on, do I feel peace from God? Am I connecting with him in that way, that he's sending me peace? And if I feel like my day isn't peaceful, it's very messy, maybe taking a moment and praying to him to clarify what peace should be, to show me what peace should feel like, to guide me towards what peace should be, so that I can understand it more deeply. For some of you, and even me to an extent, if you already get that, if you already know what that feels like, if you've already experienced it, even though life is still messy and sometimes your peace is sort of taken away, you know, you're able to come back to it because you've experienced it already, because you know what it's like to have peace from God. You communicate with him on that already. Then I would encourage you to extend that peace to others. Since you're already connected to God, you're already getting full throttle peace coming at you. Find creative ways then today, in your own circumstances and perspectives of life, and spread that feeling of peace to others. And since this is a greeting, maybe start doing that in something as simple as greetings. You can take that to another level. Beyond greetings, just in running into people and bumping into people and talking to people throughout the day, your coworkers, acquaintances, friends, family. Find ways of going deeper in understanding peace that you can give. That is a never-ending process. You can always go a little bit deeper, and that's because you're always going to meet new people. You're always going to bump into new circumstances. And when those things happen, there are new opportunities to work on, to cultivate, to grow that peace, that understanding of peace in you. So you can take that to whatever level you want. But the most important level, if you want to give it levels, is communicating with God about what peace should be. Because when he lays that foundation and you grasp that feeling, you get that up here in your mind, you get that in your heart, and you now start to know that you think you can spread that peace also. That's what matters. Solidifying your groundwork, getting that foundation is the most important. So there's some things to think about, some things to maybe work on. That's what I'm going to do today. Do you feel peace? So I'm going to stop there. And on that note, I hope God gives you all the blessings you deserve, and even more so, all the blessings you don't deserve. Have a wonderful day. Tomorrow would normally finish up chapter 1 already, but since it's so short, I think I'm going to just read part of it because it's a good chunk. I might chunk it into 2s or 3s here, just depending on where the God question sort of falls, and we'll break it up a little bit so we can go a little deeper in this chapter instead of just rushing through it. So, have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope God gives you lots and lots of peace.